Going into chapter 2, Bright Light and White, we get Rye and Jimmy. Jimmy being the bald friend, Rye being Ty dollar sign. We get a boys' night out. It's for the boys. They're interacting, they're smoking, they're drinking, going to various parties, bar hopping, having a grand time. And again, the visuals in Intergalactic definitely popping out every chance it gets. Eventually, we go into Cosmic Comics, which is the new workspace for Jabari, where he's going to be doing a Mr. Rager new company when he meets Lynn. Now, I'm loving this because now Jabari's going to be facing this conflict with his art style, something that he's been coming up from. Like, hey, all right, Mr. Rager, people know about it. We see the graffiti throughout the series. And here comes Lynn, one of these fake haters being like, hey, yo, he gives his spill about how much he fucks with him, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you need to change your art though, because he jealous. Because he jealous, he ain't trying to let you shine. And we see the conflict of, all right, Jabari wanting to stick to his own art style, staying true to who he is, but stepping into new territory, potentially entertaining the idea of maybe I do need to change my stuff up. Maybe even though Jabari looked like I ain't rocking with him, he might be talking some sense as far as Lynn. And I believe from there, that's whenever we get into the dream sequence, whether he fell asleep at work. And I love how this little seed gets planted and we get some more conflict inside his dream where we have the big Mr. Rager, I want to say, attacking him in his dream sequence, which was all done sharp and elegantly in black and white. I wouldn't call it a nightmare scene just because the whites in there was just so bright. There was like a glimmer of hope. Anyhow, it ended up paving the way for another Mr. Rager to save him, but this time in a white suit, signifying that all right, he did get influenced. There is a shift as far as how he wants to handle his artistry, and maybe that little seed that's now blossoming a little bit, whether that's coming in from an insecurity or a lack of belief in his own artistic strength, starting to sprout. Anyhow, while he's trying to sleep at his apartment, there's a party going on. And this is, y'all know how it goes in some of these shows, some of these movies. He can't sleep. There's a party. Why is there a party? He's going in there. Look like he about to smack someone, about to go in there on his John Wick, smack a couple people up when time freezes and he meets the love of his life, Metal. And he just falls in love. He doesn't really fall in love, but it looked like he fell in love. Chapter 3, Secret Spot. This is where we establish the relationship, the chemistry between Jabari and Metal. And in case I didn't properly do it in the beginning, this movie is about Jabari falling in love with Metal. In case y'all didn't know and I didn't explain it better, and we're seeing the trials and tribulations from them meeting, getting to stick together, and some, whenever you have an old thing coming up and you ain't trying to be with her, this is what it leads up to. A bit sloppy, but at the end of chapter 1, Jabari and Carmen end up going to Carmen's spot. They have sex. Carmen immediately puts her mom on the phone with him, already trying to make plans. It's like, she trying to trap you. She trying to trap you. Better keep the latex that we don't get the latex that. Oh, Lil Wayne.